Howdy, my thieves, my burglars, and my non-binary larceners. It's me. Creed. I'm still blue. Where the fuck is my filters? I'm a spooky ghost. Ooh. Ooh, spooky. And today, I'm joined by the most robbly. It's...
Hey.
Well. What have we here? Bit of a Mako gay, I see. Wah. Anyways, today we're playing Phoenix Fright. Phoenix Fright. Phoenix Flight. I could have played Deltarune today, but no.
Chat. This is my first day of hopefully the last time I'm gonna have to go through weed withdrawal. I feel terrible. I'm going to become a coffee man to try to make myself feel better.
You're gonna become a coffee man?
That's what we're doing in this stream, aren't we? Also screen share.
Oh, right, you're gonna be a coffee man. Okay, understood.
You acknowledge it in the stream title.
Yeah, but I thought you were gonna be a coffee man, not that you were gonna play a coffee man.
Yeah, I'm gonna like fucking snort caffeine as a replacement for my previous addiction.
I was like, are you gonna get on caffeine?
No, I will never get on caffeine. Coffee is something I will have every once in a while. Barely.
Well, that's understandable. Anyways,
Wednesday, Elden Ring Wednesday.
Do you have a DR thumbnail ready? No, that's why I did not do it. I barely slept today. Because I was up all night cleaning. So yeah, did not have the brain power to make anything, really. Anyways, we're getting back into this. Surprisingly, no murders in this one. Usually we have to deal with a murder, but we have to deal with a larceny. Perhaps even a grand larceny. Actually, it would just be a larceny. It's not actually worth that much. Grand larceny requires a certain, like, cost limit. October 13th, 9:36 a.m. Disregard, defendant lobby number 4. Hey, Nick! What is it? Is something wrong? What, is somebody trapped in a well? No, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy! Oh, so, check out the mask, Sparkle Damask Glossy I bought. You bought this... where? From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. No, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Why are they selling merchandise of a purported criminal? Get the new Jeffrey Dahmer plush.
Well, this is just a thief, and it's like a famous thief, so it makes sense that people would be like, yeah, you steal that family's sacred heirloom, I guess. I don't know.
I guess there's some jive there. There's some Clive there.
Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me.
Don't throw a book, he'll break. Who's screaming like that? They sound like a little bitch.
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it.
So fucking fragile. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you.
Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me!
He's at it again.
I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it!
But you don't have the sacred urn, right?
Oh, well, that's true, but... that doesn't mean I didn't commit that crime.
Fair. Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Dykes.
Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please?
No. Well, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Why are the Marines in LA?
Because... You know why?
I see.
Oh, Bessie, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like that.
More like Maljor. You know what I mean?
No.
Bonjour literally translates to good to see you. So if it's not a good time, you'd say Maljor, because it's bad to see you. Well, I guess it's still good to see you, since I guess it's bad to see Ronnie here. Cringe. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you.
You see, actually, the thief is,
Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. You know, there's a non-zero chance she did it.
I was just thinking that, but I have nothing to go. I don't know. She's not my immediate suspicion.
Yeah. Like, we know that Atme has the urn because it's in that bag. But that doesn't mean that it wasn't a co-conspiracy. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is masked Pentacle Damask or not.
What was that about a bag?
Atme got that bag.
What are you talking about?
That bag, you know, that bag. He got that bag. He's got that bag.
And what bag?
What?
Who the fuck? Oh wait, Luke at me. Okay, what bag are you talking about?
That bag, you know, that bag! He's got that bag! He got the bag!
We're just gonna move on without me knowing, I guess.
You were there! I was there!
I know I was there!
There was a bag! It was on a table! It contained something round!
That sounds a little familiar. Oh wait, I remember now, okay.
Okay!
Are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling, I'm yelling in general. I'm not at you. It's not directed. But there's one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now.
Mr. DeLite, it's time you went into the courtroom.
For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. We get in the courtroom, Desiree goes to the stand. Yeah, he did it. Fucking dunk him. October 13th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. I'll have a number 6. Number 9 large. Who the fuck is this piece of shit?
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron DeLite.
Trial's now in session of what's wrong with that man's face. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Okay.
Why did a guy come out of Cyberpunk to come here? The fucking... the transhumanist looking ass fucking... got the beige vest on the teal shirt.
I'm just muting myself, going like, I don't, just trying to get the voice.
Mako gives the 9th old man voice of the series.
Is he old? I guess we'll find out.
He's got white hair, that means he's old. All people with white hair are old. Just like, Francisca.
I'll be sure to make him talk like this.
No, he appears to be Spanish. What do you mean? How could you possibly tell he's Spanish? That's more of a seafoam green. No, the fuck it's not. Seafoam green is way paler than that. That is quite clearly teal.
What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say?
Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready?
Every time you think there couldn't be a cockier prosecutor, they manage to make a cockier prosecutor. Like, what is your deal? This is just a formality. You don't need to be a dick about it.
Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides.
That's the basis of court, you know?
Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be.
That's not how this works!
That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am the Go. Legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
Do you have a second name?
No.
Like, most of the other characters are introduced with full names, like, you know, Francisco Von Karma, the other Von Karma, he also had a first name. We had, you know, Winston Payne. We had
more suave.
Miles Edgeworth. Yeah, Manfred Von Karma. Like, they all had, like, actual names. The only character we've only ever gotten, like, a singular name for is the Judge, who's just called the Judge.
Loving this theme.
Yeah, it's pretty, like, chill. This is, like, music that you can relax or study to.
Not yet.
He's that one that Detective Appy was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you.
But your attitude can shove it.
What kind of cases have you dealt with so far?
None.
What did you say?
I've never prosecuted a case before.
Wait, so you have a perfect record because you've never done it before? Who are you? What is your deal?
Never? But you said you've never lost before.
Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either.
Did people just never, like, ask for a clarifying question? Of like, oh, you've never lost a case? Like, it's cool, you must be one of the best. Technically right is the best kind of right, Chef.
Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you?
Bit of an asshole, aren't you?
The mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings.
Is no one gonna ask about what's wrong with his face?
Yes, but a mask in a court of law?
Does he have bad eyes and needs, like, the Geordie LaFour visor?
Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts.
Who are you? Leave! This guy's the real deal, alright, Nick. Why does it seem like all the prosecutors are the real deal?
So we finally meet. Mr. Phoenix. I slipped into the fucking... As soon as I seen Mr. Phoenix, right? Mr. Phoenix Trite.
What? Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man?
Waiting for Godot. And it is pronounced Godot, right?
Yeah, it's
Or
Godot.
is it waiting for...
It's pronounced waiting for God-ot.
Return from the depths of hell.
I'm pretty sure it's like a French name, so it's Godot.
To do battle with you.
Are you a corpse?
Well then, Prosecutor Gobo.
It's not Gobo. It's Godot, Your Honor. His voice needs to sound like it's dripping in the caramel you pour in the coffee. Okay, I'll try.
In any case, please give your opening statement.
Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs
You
to
can't
consume.
just ignore every part of trial procedure. we get citationed for like questioning shit sometimes. You're just gonna elect to not, say that you're ready, give an opening statement, or else you're planning to not give us witnesses or provide evidence. Like what?
This is what we call aura privilege.
Like even judge was like, aren't you a bit arrogant? Like what the fuck? You just follow the fucking procedure, you'll do fine.
I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite.
What is it? Also, why don't we correct him? He corrected the judge.
Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link?
A chair is only as wrong as its weakest stink. Yeah.
I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two.
Well then, let's hear from the first witness.
Hey, how's it going? My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all.
What is wrong with this guy? Because again, like every other prosecutor's always been like, name and occupation. I always had to struggle getting out. The one time a character has right away tried giving their name and occupation is like, no, shut up. Just get on with it. Like, is this guy even like a prosecutor? Do we know this guy is allowed to be here? Has anyone checked his ID? Were we expecting somebody else and this guy just showed up? How many people who think that there's something else are here?
Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir.
Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn.
Yes, sir.
Masks
Did not even ask for his name and occupation, just here's a guy. But I mean, everyone knows him by now, so.
fair, but like people are supposed to be introduced so that we know how valuable their information is. Like if you bring in like an expert witness, you need to be like, this person's an expert witness. They're experienced in the field of such and such. You'd be like, this is Jim from down the street. He knows some stuff. Masked star to masks crimes.
Mascot Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago.
Crimes, we.
He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on the ledger. Lord Taylor. How do we phrase?
A little bit. That's better. It's a new line.
Are we back?
We've never left.
Yes, we did. You just didn't notice. Its pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why I have to stop and start watching it because the audience just didn't go. That's why I was sure it was Mask Star the Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
So then the actual identity of this Mask Star Damask is... Mr. Godot! What are you...
Where did that come from? Who are you?
We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot.
Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee.
I hate you.
I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed.
I mean, you're allowed to drink, like, water at, like, trials. They have those provided, usually. Because it's a lot of talking, and you need to keep yourself refreshed.
Very well. It's only coffee after all.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial.
Slide me a drink, bartender.
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. DeLite's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Mask Pentacle Damask who stole the urn. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning?
Yep. Nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a Zvali, author on thieves.
Do you mean auteur? An author? He's written books about thieves? Authority, okay. I think he probably meant to say authority.
And the fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal.
It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Press harder. I think he knows more about the thief than you, huh?
You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is.
But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police?
You don't mean Detective Zvari, do you?
Who is this person? Zvadi. Sounds German.
His name is Luke Atlee, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him.
What the heck? Guess he's not all that famous after all.
Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole.
Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be.
It looks like the thief is toying with me even now.
Calling card. Have you seen all these so-called calling cards?
Of course I have. Except, the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So, I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred.
It's because Detective Atlee stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic?
Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature.
Well, okay, so if... this makes sense, because if Ron did attempt to steal and do the card thing, they could have given a non-actual card that didn't have the actual symbol on it. Which would make sense that Luke Atlee, who would be the actual person stealing it, would be able to replace it with a calling card that actually looks correct. But at the same time, we know that that Ron DeLite knows what the logo's supposed to look like because he has a balloon in his apartment.
But we're not releasing that information to the general public.
But you're absolutely certain that this card is real.
She can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Mask Pentacle Damask's emblem. Fifth heist, and your fifth screw-up, huh? What the... Phoenix! Uncalled for!
Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time.
You of people should be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe.
I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye.
You some sort of rapper now?
Call your local police right away. Got me?
Wow, it looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atney. Art pieces, like what, for example?
Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Emanon.
What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop?
For the record, Emanon is no name backwards.
No, sir. It is a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bangora. You know, the thing you put on your head. I know what a crown is.
I don't got nothing for figuring out what the joking crown of Bangora is.
A Ragnob.
Yeah, sure.
After that was the left hand of Hades and then the portrait of Magina, sir.
Of your what?
Detective Atney retrieved the portrait of Magina and returned it to
Of
the
your
museum.
what, Gumshoe? And the target of his 5th and last robbery was the Sacred Urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces?
Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections.
Somehow, Mr. DeLite doesn't look the type. Yeah, usually in defense. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. What do you mean when it says it fits his MO to a T?
I was thinking of asking the same thing myself.
I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thieves' modus operandi.
So, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions,
That's right. It means that Mask Star Mask is behind it.
Man, I wish I'd grabbed a snack before this. Nick, it's definitely looking like it was Mask Sparkle Damask who stole the urn. There's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron DeLite is Mask Pentacle Damask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. DeLite himself. So even though we know it was Masked Sparkle Damask that did it, and for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Masked Pentacle Damask that did it. Okay. There. Supposedly priceless, but has no monetary value.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it really that precious?
Yeah. This is a worthless piece of junk! This is hot garbage! Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumsh? Ooh.
Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous.
Nervous. You say he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right?
That's right, pal.
There's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art.
What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn?
The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. They mean that in the worst sense.
I mean, I feel like even if it is junk, you could appraise it as like it is still a historical item culturally, it's just a very shitty one because it's broken. Also, I feel like it being broken would not actually lower its value that much.
I mean, it's only really valuable to the Fae family.
Yeah, but they are like a culture, I guess. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask Pentacle Damask would normally go after.
If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask Star Damask.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask Star Damask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
Music cuts out for... This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107.
Who are you?
Trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. It's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite.
What?
If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry, but I don't get what you mean.
You're saying it wasn't Mask Star Damask that stole the urn? Then it must be someone imitating Mask Star Damask's methods. A fake.
Fake Star Damask?
Fake Sparkle Damask? Sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. What? Don't slide in another one!
Before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake.
No, I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior. His point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it.
Damn.
I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor night was in fact fake Pentacle Damask.
He has the outfit different? Or anything like that? I'm looking at the hat, I'm looking at the thing on his chest. Is that chest face there on the other one? It's not...
You know what is a bit bad about that though?
What?
If this is the actual publicity shot of Mask Star to Mask, then this is what the actual criminal guy looks like. But this one obviously is not that, it's a different outfit. Except this is the outfit that Ron DeLite's wearing. Meaning even if it isn't Mask Star to Mask, it still might be Ron DeLite, which is not
just
good.
Send it. It'll be fine. Just send it, it'll be fine.
The proof is right here. Look at this photograph.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it.
Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar.
Go on, use your mouse and keyboard to select the oddness on the screen, and then press enter. Press the E key to present. It's right here, of course.
You mean Mask Star to Mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning?
Thanks, Maya.
The problem I have with a security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
A breach? Here! Bailiff! Get my steed! We need to retreat at once!
How old are you?
What do you mean you're Steve?
There's a breach! They need to retreat to the inner sanctum!
Is there a horse just held somewhere in this courtroom for
You can't
emergency?
prove he's not riding a horse this entire time. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on.
He must have been in some kind of war.
A clasp, I see now.
But Mask Star to Mask in the security camera photo.
The judge has been working since the Shinto era.
He has no brooch!
That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. It's also on the hat. I believe that broken to Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask Pentacle Damask is a fake.
I've been fooled again!
A bump from the game!
Order! It's true. Undeniably true.
Rainbow Rocket Popsicle.
Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how.
Stop
The
sliding.
music always cuts out for him.
He doesn't deserve music. You're an all-star.
If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
I love self-pity.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
The brooch you're talking about. You mean this?
That's Mask Pentacle Damask's brooch.
Where did you find it?
Stole it.
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue.
Buddha statue? He must mean the Amy Faye statue.
Why didn't you tell me about that, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
Yeah, but you can't just do that. That's stealing. This guy is one cool customer.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady?
That's his 4th cup.
This guy is fucking tweaking. That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron DeLite's fingerprints.
What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order! Order in the court!
Fudgesicle.
Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch.
I will attach to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
Who are you?
Literally, who the fuck is this guy?
It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
But how? We know that, Atme was knocked out and that nobody else was guarding it. Oh, Phoenix, we have a problem. Damascus brooch. Found in the shadow of Amy Faye's statue. Looks like it was torn off some clothing.
You mess with Godot? And you get burned.
If we just started whipping out laser vision, like, what do we do then? Ugh. He's been playing me like a violin. They're playing us like a goddamn fiddle.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? Are you done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all.
Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom.
Finally, time for the ace egg to make its appearance. Huh?
Actually, fiddles are actually a bit hard to figure out. Dude, fiddle... You do not have any idea how much respect I have for anyone that can actually play the fiddle. That shit is hard. Like, I don't know if it's harder than classical violin. I guess it depends on the song you're playing, but in general, it tends to be faster and, like, crazier, so I don't know. 1 second is 1 drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up.
The Devil Went Down to Georgia and The Devil Came Back to Georgia are 2 very good fiddle songs. Very skilled. When I was younger, I didn't appreciate that, but when you actually, like, see them playing the instrument, like, the amount of, like, technical understanding that they need to have to be able to do all the, like, the sounds and bits that go on in that song are insane.
Yeah, I learned that when I tried to learn violin myself, and I was like, holy shit, it's hard to even play, like, a single note on this? How the fuck do people do that? Wait, how did I...
Silence!
No, that's not it. Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
You're a lawyer!
Is this the voice I gave... Is this the voice I gave him?
I think it's close, yeah.
What's clear?
Didn't know there was a sequel to the Satan Trip. Yes, The Devil Comes Back to Georgia. Takes place years later. Johnny is now an adult and has a kid. And they haven't been playing fiddle for a while, and the devil wants a rematch. And so that's basically what it's about. Johnny training to do the rematch. And then it ends really well, because it ends without making it clear who won or not. Because maybe Johnny was not able to beat the devil this time. Maybe his pride wasn't good enough.
Dude, I don't care how good you are at the fiddle. If you, like, making a deal with the devil to be like, okay, if I can beat you, I get a golden fiddle, and if you beat me, you get my soul. You're a fucking idiot, man. Why would you take that deal?
Not if you're the greatest fiddle player, the best there's ever been, Mako.
No, it's not worth the risk. It's just a fucking golden violin.
Yes, but
It probably wouldn't even play good.
The golden violin part is unimportant. The important part is beating the devil.
I guess, but you could just do a friendly spar then. You don't have to bet anything.
The bet is kick the devil's fucking ass. What if you're really good at Mario parties?
I would
Can
be.
you Mario party the devil?
No. Dude, I wouldn't even, like... I would not even challenge the devil to a match as being, like, a fucking fail boy VTuber, okay? Like, I'm not even... Like, there's nothing... Even though I would absolutely cinch that, nothing was worth the risk.
Zavadi! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. The coffee maniac at that.
It's a bit of a title.
Tiger, that's an even worse idea. That's just a random chance. Mako doesn't appreciate gambling. Oh yeah, if I win, if I fucking win, I get like, what, a few $1,000s worth of gold? If I lose, I am tortured for eternity.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
But if you win, you do get a few $1,000s.
Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Huh. Not bad. Not bad at all.
These were incredibly basic observations of the room.
You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
What the fuck do you mean? You're on the prosecutor's table and you're drinking coffee.
Well, so, prosecutor, let me introduce myself.
I mean, yeah, Tiger puts it well, like, if Satan challenges you, the victory isn't the getting the item, it's being able to hold a candle to Satan, you know?
My name is Look At Me, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens.
I guess the theme of this chapter is like, who the fuck is this guy?
Everybody is just, who the fuck is this guy?
Including Ron. Especially at me and Yodo.
Yeah. The only person who I relatively feel like I understand who they are is Desiree. Also, Muck, do you think, what is Malile's opinion on fiddle playing?
I don't think he's heard it before.
He hasn't heard the most famous music. What is Malile's opinion on hit song "The Devil Went Down to Georgia"?
Dude, I don't even like know the lyrics of that song. All I know is it goes like, "Well, devil went down."
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bunker. He was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. When he saw these young men sitting on.
Okay, I believe you. You don't have to do the whole one.
It jumped right up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I bet you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. So if you'd care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you play a pretty good fiddle, son, but give the devil his due. But a fiddle of gold against your soul just to say I'm better than you." The boy said, "My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet. You're gonna regret, 'cause I'm the best there's ever been." It's a fun song.
Malile, you should beat the devil at Mario Party. I think, I mean, Malile, no, Isha, that's kind of a coin flip, because that game is very random.
I want to say things, but I can't, because some people might not have read your book yet.
Yeah.
So did you read this part?
Yeah.
Boy, these two make a perfect pair. Ah, the twisted pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were known in security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is.
Stop being a dick! Why was this guy all by himself anyways? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed.
Alright, there's gonna be like at least 3 fucking lies in this testimony. I feel it.
What I witnessed?
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous mask-starred Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I woke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
30 minutes later.
So what you're saying is you...
30 minutes later.
Yeah. Wait, do you mean 30 minutes after you got a hit, or 30 minutes after you woke up?
Presumably woke up.
Why'd you wait 30 minutes? Also, like, way to just publicly announce, yeah, I decided to be the only guard, they got the jump on me, I failed to do anything, and I called the police late.
He is so confident.
So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal. My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. Well, sir old-timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Mask-Star Mask, my arch-enemy.
Okay, he's only stolen 4, arguably 5 things. That's the... Like, he's a really good thief for being able to do that, like, right out the gate so well. But at the same time, like, there have been more famous thieves. Like, there's, like, a lot of, like, infamous thieves that managed to get away with some really dope shit.
That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well.
I swear to God, this judge has said the word HMM ... at least 100 fucking times throughout this series.
Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
I'm not huffing copium. What do you mean? What I witnessed. So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct?
That's an impressive deduction, sir lawyer.
You were in security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time?
Penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse, near the computer.
In the computer, huh?
So then you aren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief.
Said the same thing yesterday, too. Them show us that they never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before.
Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief.
So the thief is the one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is.
In any case. That's...
Oh. I just read instinctively.
Dancingly descended? From where exactly?
Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else?
So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief?
My eyes are looking for the thief's shadow, and my ears listen for his footfalls. But even so, a dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes.
Okay, so first, issue with this. We know the entrance to the room is on the left side. It's the left side door when we looked at the screen there. And Atme was by the computer, which means that he was, just around the corner from that door. But the sword used to bonk him on the head was on the right side of the room by the statue. So that would require the thief to walk past Atme, over to the sword, then come all the way back around just to bonk him on the back of the head.
Yeah.
I hereby W Ace Dunce.
I'm still thinking that he just did everything himself, like he busted the sword to make it look like he got knocked out.
Didn't see the criminal's face when that happened?
Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all that I can recall. That's not very solid as far as that testimony goes. However, unfortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready.
Wait, where's your second monocle?
He said what?
It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good. Then let's continue with the testimony.
Attacked non-conscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? Sorry, some very impressive detective work.
Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head?
Yes, many times actually! Huh? Well, actually, yes, by a fire extinguisher.
And what happened?
I was knocked out. And you lost your memory too.
You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? And the only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with.
You may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection parts needs to be severed.
In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then...
About this 30 minutes.
My silver cord was loosened, and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. Okay, so the 30 minutes was him being unconscious, I presume.
So, what happened during these 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether.
Just what is he going on about? Maybe should go to Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says that he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. Can't be right. Contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Because, if he could do nothing, how'd the brooch come off?
What was that about the... Wait, how... What do you mean brooch came off?
The brooch.
Like, did he say he took the brooch or something?
No, he said that he didn't manage to do a single strike. So how'd the brooch come off?
I suppose, yeah. You can't expect to come out of being knocked out in like 12 minutes or something. You should expect to come out of it much sooner, or else you have permanent brain damage, actually.
Yeah, you don't wake... The knocking out thing is very much just a trope in movies and television, that kind of such. If you pass out or faint, it is going to be for, like, a minute at most, usually. You're going to wake up very quickly afterwards, because it's basically just you get knocked around for a second. If it is any longer than that, you have suffered brain damage. You should go to a hospital.
Yeah, the brain does not just, like, get bonked and it's like, alright, hang on, I gotta sleep for a little bit. No, it's like, oh shit, what the fuck just happened? Go, do something, get it, go, get up. You know?
Mr. Atmay? Could you take a look at this with your special monocle of yours?
Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Mask Star Damask. It is, in point of fact, Mask Star Damask's brooch.
It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. Where did that happen?
I've only lost consciousness, I think, twice in my life. One of them was, when I got my tonsils removed. Not my tonsils, I have my tonsils still, my wisdom teeth. And the other, I was at school, and it was like recess or something, and I was not feeling, like, I just, like, you know when your body is just, like, weak, and you're just like, oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Shit. I just fucking passed out. Like, I just fell on the ground, and the next thing I knew, like, people were around me. And I was, like, in a teacher's, like, my head was on a teacher's lap or something like that. And I was like, what? And I still don't know why that happened.
It happens to the best of us, Ma.
Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough.
Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off of a piece of clothing.
Ripped off? Aha!
We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. The only thing I can think of, and there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. One person that on security duty that night was you, Detective Atmay. Detective Atmay, you must have followed the thief that night. So, why'd you lie in your testimony to the court?
Witness! Giving false testimony is a serious crime!
It's against the 10 Commandments! What was that?
That we sometimes decide to punish and usually don't. No! Wait just a moment, Sir Old-Timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
I just remembered, Your Honor.
It's nice to see the judge, like, not really dealing with these people's shit. Finally. It's like, both of you need to calm the fuck down.
He's been through enough bullshit the past 3 games.
Yeah, people are always so, like, mean to him and such, like, no, we're not taking you pompous asshole shit.
I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much.
She does. She really does.
Witness! So are you now saying that you and the thief thought? Fought?
Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. Look at me, agree completely.
Fight with the thief!
Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Look at me, cannot be so easily discombobulated.
Discombobulate.
Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless.
Chad, if you haven't seen the Sherlock Holmes discombobulate video, you should. It's pretty funny.
Oh, I didn't know that was from Sherlock Holmes. All I've seen is discombobulate.
Yeah. First, discombobulate. Down to the right hook. Discombobulate.
And is it just like slapping both sides of your head?
Yeah, because by cupping the ears, it can damage the inner ear and cause you to throw off your sense of equilibrium.
Is that like permanent damage? If that does
Oh, it can cause permanent ear damage to the ear. It is why
Chad,
it's one of the
don't
things that is not allowed in like wrestling and whatnot.
Do not discombobulate people's ears.
A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask Star Damask. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable.
Turns out the snails in your ears don't like being slapped. Yeah, I guess not.
I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case.
What? That can't be good. So why'd you look away from the door anyway?
In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course.
So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? Dude, should I ask some more questions? About the...
Yeah, we haven't heard about the sensor yet.
About the sensor. What kind of sensors are you talking about?
There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, the cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them.
Why? Yeah. It's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours?
Lordly Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well.
In other words, he couldn't have raided the equipment, huh?
Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer?
What does that mean? Discombobulated?
Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Yeah, man,
Then they invent new
discombobulated.
words, like skibbity and sigma.
Sigma is a Greek letter. It's been around for a while, Mako.
That was a word.
Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
No, I've forgotten. What was I saying?
You use Sigma for toilet humor, says Tiger. I don't use Sigma for toilet humor. I don't make toilet humor.
How did you get the I so far out of place when you were typing that word? It's 2 spaces away, not just 1.
Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago.
Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
No, we haven't! Nothing is clear! What do you mean by weapon from the side?
Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, look at me, was hiding in the area.
But you said you weren't hiding.
He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse.
Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like the tree branch?
Yes, Tiger, I know you don't type English properly all the time. I also don't do things good with my life, and it's not an excuse. We need to all try our best here, Tiger.
Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Do we have Goodo here now?
Godot, age? Huh? Prosecutor who shredded mystery. He seems to know me somehow.
He does?
I get, yeah, because at the beginning he, like, acknowledged us before we introduced ourselves or anything.
Don't be mean, Mako, some people are dyslexic. Are you dyslexic, Tiger? I think you said English isn't your first language, but I'm gonna be honest, that I've seen a lot of people for whom English is not their first language who know how to speak English.
So, okay, so if I recall, this game takes place in, it's like 2018 to 2019. So assuming it's 2018, and Phoenix Wright is 26, that means that he would have been born in 1992? Which,
It's mostly Asperger's, so it's more was invested into pretty colors. What? That wasn't a sentence. Tiger, you need to... I'm sorry. And check, this whole, like, don't be mean thing, you're like the American school system. This is like some No Child Left Behind bullshit, okay? Sometimes when people are incorrect at their grammar, they should be corrected and they should do better, is all I'm saying. Because, like, it's one thing to, like, be bad at English, but I literally don't know what Tiger's trying to say half the time. And, like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, English is hard, but you can do better. I know you can do better. My autistic ass likes art more than typing. Okay? My autistic ass likes playing Balatro for hours at a time instead of doing any work, but that's not an excuse for me to do that.
it doesn't take place in 2004, it takes place in 2018. We did the math. We did the monster math. Otherwise, why are they referencing the Harlem Shake?
All I'm saying is we can all try better here, Tiger. You don't have to use excuses for yourself, okay? Just remember how the words are spelled, and then, like, take more than 3 seconds typing your sentences.
Tiger, feel free to take as little time typing your sentences as you want.
I'm sorry, I forgot this wasn't my stream. I
know.
I need to save my meanness for my own streams.
You bring in the negativity to the Creed stream.
Your chat members are coddled. They will never survive the winter.
Yeah, but I will give them a comforting fall. Anyway.
I read this.
Okay, so he is talking about the Shishido.
So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness?
But yeah,
and for the record, Tiger, I'm like actually not trying to like shame you or be mean to you or anything. I do think you can do better, and I think you're not trying that hard. That's all.
I'm not trying to shame you, says Mako. I just think you're an idiot who just doesn't apply yourself. I just think you're a real loser.
I don't think they're an idiot. I just think it's like, why not?
I think you're a dummy, stinky, dumb butthead.
They are clearly making excuses to not be good at English, is all I'm saying. And I just don't think you should make excuses for yourself. I think you should strive to be your best, even given your handicaps. Is all. But anyway, we can stop putting Tiger on blast now, and by we I mean me.
You're so mean. You know what?
What are you doing to me? Rare Mako W? Apparently IP's on my side, but also not, because apparently my W's are rare.
As compared to the common Mako L. There we go, you've been demoted.
Okay. I mean, that's fine, like, at a certain point, like, it doesn't really matter how big it is when it's already that big.
Very well. You're gonna get demoted again.
If it's if it's already, like, taking up the whole room I'm inside of, it doesn't really matter. Okay, well now this is just wrong now. This is just incorrect.
Yeah, you've made your fucking bed, you're gonna sleep in it! You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities?
But of course, Cut was the second in charge of the boxing club. And so I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask Star Damask.
This guy's a real piece of work. This guy's a real piece of shit.
It's like now I'm fucking falling forward all the time. I don't have a place to sit. Why would you do this to me?
It's what you get for being rude to my chat! Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious, so delicious, makes Fergalicious. T to the A to the S to E by tasty. T to the A to the S to E by tasty. Guys, Fergalicious is still relevant, right?
I like never heard that song.
You never heard Fergalicious?
I know it, I've just never heard it.
Are you more familiar with the popular,
I think I've only heard, like, that version, and only, like, one line of it.
You've never heard the popular, fan parody Carkalicious?
Like I said, I think I've heard one line from that, and that's my only familiarity with Fergalicious.
Carkalicious. Again. That makes my organs feel wrong.
Good.
Powericious.
I assumed the at-me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
No, should I ask more about this? The at-me fighting style? What is this at-me fighting style?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. Except unless they are a spy with a very high ping.
That's it? That's the at-me fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony?
It was a waste of time.
This is true that at-me was knocked senseless after all. Let's see about something else instead. What do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This Luke at-me guy, he's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And what the true nature of this detective.
So how many other things were there for us to go down here?
Ask about the computer. The computer belonged to Lordly Taylor as well?
You know, I just remembered, you still never made me watch that one video that Penrose cheated out of watching.
Well, yeah, I just need the opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe tonight.
No. Okay, no. When you're ready to draw the art, then we can do it. But I know you got commissions you still gotta do before then.
Okay.
Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data.
Was Mako power scaling autism again? Yeah.
What is that? Okay, no, explain. What do you mean? How can you say yeah as if you understand what he meant by that?
I understood exactly what he meant by that.
That was specially designed by me. Look at me.
In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data.
What's wrong, Sir Lawyer?
You were blinded? Does this flashlight that blinded you?
I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman.
Statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. That wasn't very much help at all. What do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that's not to be sure now. Yeah, because the question is, like, if his fighting style was, my back is against the wall, how did he get struck from behind without seeing the person?
How would we call him out on that? If you don't get it, Mako, that's a skill issue. Oh yeah, man, like just saying something and not explaining it. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? You stupid.
It was very important. Of course important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
I think he's eyeballing me like that. It's creeping me out. What the
Check, this isn't my stream, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Now then, witness.
That's the wrong voice.
Now then, witness.
What's the issue?
Check is just being annoying. That's what I would have said if this was my stream. I would say he is being annoying.
An issue I'm currently having is my microphone is like directly in front of where I am on OBS, so I can't tell if I'm facing the right way.
Look right at the screen. I mean, I think you're looking. Your head is kind of tilted down a bit.
We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
Read the line.
Oh, it's new.
I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye.
Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing. Yep. God damn it! Where is this third eye you're talking about?
Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead, if you'd like.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place?
Sir Lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper.
We got hit in the forehead then? That's what he says. Got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. What do you think, Nick? Okay.
So wait, has Luke acknowledged the whole, like, tearing the brooch off thing? Where did that lead us again?
I don't recall. I don't think he, like, we covered that exactly.
Like, isn't he still basically saying that he got knocked out before a struggle could occur, but we were like, hey, a struggle clearly occurred?
Yeah, and that's why it was like...
Also, that says back of the head, so
Yeah.
that's your... Yeah, there you go.
Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards.
What fun is this, Sir Lawyer? It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet.
I believe this is what you said yesterday.
No, the coward must have wormed his way in through someone inside the door. My archman has struck me in the head from behind with his gruesome item here. From behind, huh?
But now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I think you forget where you were hit on the head.
It seems I've made another mistake.
Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security.
Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad.
That's wrong. That's your voice?
Objection! Okay, so something around here... To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. I agree with one of those things. They live, they die, they love, they hate. Yes, they even make mistakes.
Mako claims that people don't have feelings. Feelings are made up. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that.
That is black. Really? What is it like then?
This dude drinking motor oil.
Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you are asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. Atme's no-days detective. This Mr. Atme is a fake. Mr. Atme is Mask Pentacle Damask.
It's either the first or the third.
This is
I mean-
fake Mr. Atme.
We know the first one is right. So do we just go with that? Or, like...
Yeah, we can try it. It's only one pip. The truth is, this witness is no ways detective at all.
So then, what exactly are you saying that I am?
Stupid. Well, an average detective?
I hardly see the relevance of that.
That is true. It's
What
not
are you
very
doing,
relevant,
Nick?
now that I think about it.
Are you gonna go on the attack? I was planning on it, but it looks like I'm the one who got attacked instead.
Think harder next time.
This is a fake Mr. Atme! They are illusory! So this isn't Luke Atme, he's a fake!
So now it's not just Mask Star the Mask. You're saying I'm a fake too.
An ace detective can never be as forgetful as this guy.
Imposters like you are often suspicious of others as well.
Really, this is too much. Next you'll be calling me a fake too.
Could be. It's like that one, syndrome where you believe that somebody's been replaced by a fake. I learned about a variation on that one the other day, where a person has the belief that two people are actually one person changing outfits and such, so that you think that they are different people when they're actually one person.
Okay, this Elfie motherfucker is putting spaces before their, what's it called? Punctuation? And they're talking about people being boring. So I think it's the guy, but I don't have proof yet.
Okay. Mr. Atme is Mask, Pentacle Damask. The answer is simp. Ooh. It's all clear to me now. Zvari! Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Mask, Pentacle Damask.
Yay!
That face was incredible.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Banana smoothie. There are too many unnatural parts of Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure.
That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at it.
Oh please, the explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask Pentacle Damask.
Good. But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask Star the Mask. This security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store. They shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness?
Haha.
The master knows you're a genius. And so am I. You got it. Ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, sir lawyer. What? Witness? You're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atme, will you assume the thief's identity?
I heard a slap. Oh.
This is boiling hot coffee!
Godot Blend 102. My personal favorite.
Mr. Godot!
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has some very strong points, and I
like the right just like sitting there doing nothing. It's like it's so shocked that he's like somebody threw a cup of coffee at him in trial. Can we get this
Why
guy
is it just
removed?
staying on his forehead? I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite, if this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there.
Can I see a doctor? I was throwing boiling hot coffee in my face.
This court would like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? You alright, Nick? Emma looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? Some evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atme is in fact mask to mask. Has yet to be found.
You know what it is, though?
The urn, because we almost found the urn, but it was that bag in his house. Proof? Of course, I've got nothing.
Huh. Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all.
Damn, I thought this was gonna be a winner. Ugh.
I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
It's no good. I've got to stay on the attack. Never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief. Think about Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you gonna just give up and let us lose this?
So, you've come to your senses, have you, sir lawyer?
I can't think of a counterattack at all.
It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, do you have anything further to add? Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Miss DeLite, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for, I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, they fixed it!
Who fixed it?
Somebody fixed it! They put the pieces back the way it's supposed to be!
That's...
Maybe now it's actually worth something. The sacred urn! Nick! It's the urn!
Is that even it, though? Or, like, were the letters that color, or were they red? Is that... I don't know.
Order!
I don't...
Order! Order! You, madam!
Oreo milkshake, but that one that's like really highly caloric. I think they were blue.
That urn! Where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pansy's detective, Luke Atme.
Oh, Desi, you're the best.
You broke into somebody's house and stole their property? Like the thought that she is actually like, I want the reveal to be that she is actually Damask. Ron thinks he's Damask, and Atme pretended to be Damask to steal the urn because he thought it was worth something.
Calling Luna the weirdest person here is fucking insane.
Luna's the only sane person in the chat.
I appreciate Luna a lot because they are the most normal person, like out of either any of our chat rooms. Like I don't even think it's a contest. Everyone else is a fucking freak.
LunaCon's a stabilizing factor here.
Also, I don't talk much with women, thanks. Yeah, I know.
You didn't need to tell us. We figured that out. Sacred Urn, found in the office of Luke Atme, has pink splotches all over it, like Danganronpa's blood.
Why did they even bring up not talking with women? This has to be the guy, but they're talking slightly differently.
Well, how do you explain it? That one! Now look at me, Mr. At me!
Oh, okay, purple cross emoji. Can I ban?
I don't know if you feel like it, if you're certain.
I'm like 90%.
Well, we'll let you get to 100 if you want.
Okay.
I forgot that you didn't actually read the line on screen.
Wait, oh shit, I didn't realize either.
Like, sometimes I just hear that you've made noises audibly, and I'm like, okay, that must have been Mecca reading the line, even though I'm talking to you and know what you're saying.
Hey, the line was ...
Ah! Ooh! Ah! Okay. Even you are gonna have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Okay, the only one who annoying me is females here, just in case. Okay, I can ban, right?
I think you might be a misogynist. Or an incel. You should probably fix that.
Should I take the shot?
I mean...
well, apparently Shaq has taken it into his hands.
Okay.
Shaq, when we're like actively discussing whether or not to do it, that doesn't mean do it. Just so you know, like, I was probably gonna do it, but we hadn't decided yet.
Yeah.
Just for future reference.
I'm the authority. Also, chat, I have a pop filter. I can go. And it won't be annoying.
New?
No, it's the same pop filter. I just reattached it. It fell off a while ago, and the threads on the screw thingy are, like, worn, and so I had to, like, re-screw it in there. But now it is re-screwed in there.
Okay. Pathetic.
Kree cannot do the cat meme. What?
Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change.
Yes, every second, in fact.
In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved?
Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree DeLite. Is that correct?
You're gonna claim that this was a setup. Yes. What about it?
How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of a criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. I was also thinking that. Including the office of the good detective here. The power scale autism is to compare one's own autism to another person to a perceived failing of another is typically in relation to special interests and hyperfixations. I don't think we were doing that even at all earlier, so I don't know why you brought that up. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we've been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Miss DeLite. Please, Nicky boy, you gotta help me talk some sense to these people. There must be some way. I gotta prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. Testify about what I saw? Like, we did see it there.
We are another witness, yeah, I mean... Didn't say that, I guess. What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Hey, come on, it should be easy to prove. After all, we checked that bag, didn't we? You're right, I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round and smooth, too. Yes, it must have been the urn, it must have. But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. I mean, walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was. Ah! You're right.
Looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth.
Nicky boy? Well, it's true that I never actually saw the urn, but maybe I can still testify about it from another angle.
What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet?
Some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Army Detective Agency. Okay, fingerprints?
I mean, might as well, I guess.
I can prove where the urn was. By the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, huh? Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed.
Does he ever not wear gloves?
May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it? Okay. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are we gonna do now? You're afraid to turn back now. Mr. brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left the fingerprints on it. Was it the fingerprints of this person? Of this person should be on the urn.
Let's look at the people.
I mean, we could... Ron DeLite, presumably, if he had the urn, his fingerprint should be on the urn. If his fingerprints aren't on the urn, then it wouldn't make sense for his fingerprint that he had the urn, right?
I suppose so. Maybe. I don't know.
Defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. I'll send it. I don't think
Let me give you an important piece of advice. The one who keeps a cool head all the way until the game's end is the winner.
Let me give you an even more important piece of advice, Mr. Wright. You are not going to win this game with that answer.
Wow, even the judges is making cool, snappy remarks now. Does that mean I was wrong again? The urn was put in that bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. That means the person I should be fingering is the person who left their prints on the urn yesterday at the My fingerprints! That's it!
Huh? Wait, when did we touch it?
Because we felt that it was round! Our fingerprint should be on it!
But, wait, oh, wait, of the bag itself?
No, we felt that it was round. We put our hands in the bag, we just didn't see it.
Oh, we put it in the bag? Okay.
We felt in the bag, we put our grubby little fingers in there. That's why we're on the list! Because we are a witness! Me! I'm a witness! I fingered prints!
What is all this fuss about fingering prints anyway?
Mr. Abney, do you recall the events of yesterday? Yay. Come on, open up! Wait a minute. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside.
What? You touched it?
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Like
This is a very cool way of proving it.
Yeah.
Well, that was just...
Your Honor, I led the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves the urn was in the Detective Abney's office.
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it?
Of course it does.
What did you say?
It's not what I say, but what Agent Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I thought it was just fine. Oh, hey, I know more about
Why is the coffee so gray? He likes the black.
If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was... yesterday, at the Abney Detective Agency.
This blend. Go to blend number 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all.
The visor's flickering. What are you?
Order! 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 I accept the defense's request.
Orange Julius.
Bailiff, take this urn and...
Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that.
No need, you say? Precisely.
I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn.
What are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken him down!
Take a good look, everyone.
This dude is fucking tweaking! Look at his fucking face!
Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake. I wish I had fruitcake.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask Star the Mask.
You're an idiot.
I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atney's condition?
He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
Well, looks like the matter has been settled.
No, it hasn't. There's no way it's been settled. There's too much. Like, we didn't do the paint stain. We didn't do like anything. Like, there's a lot of questions still not being answered.
I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, it's my name. Yeah, I guess Mr. DeLite really wasn't the thief. He's just a poor, fragile, delusional twink.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron DeLite.
I'm so upset that they're not gonna get the next words out because somebody's gonna shout, hold it, and then they're gonna do some evidence. Or Ron DeLite's gonna be like, hold it, and be like, I did it, I'm the criminal, I stole the thing, here's a reason that proves it that we now have to fucking deal with. Look at them hips.
You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean... Not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say.
Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening.
The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures.
Odious boy smell?
It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty. Please.
I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but
Oh god, I'm feeling nauseous. Oh, where's the marijuana when I need it? Oh, I know where it is. I already did all of it.
Do you need like a water?
I'll drink, yes. I think an alcohol dependency would really help me right now. That was a joke.
I was actually about to make the same joke, but I was taking a drink. The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry up and pass judge.
What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Yeah, and the other guy confessed and had evidence against him. You have no evidence against you. You just showed up and started saying you were the criminal. You are delusional. That's pretty much what we're
Is it gonna turn out that multiple people are delusional about being the thief?
Yes. Yes, I believe that's gonna be the case. Even Godot's gonna think they're the criminal. I'm the Damask.
Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, clean up your mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. You are Mask Star Damask. Prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to.
He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. It's like what we mentioned the other day about like hardcore Christians. Like they got a lot of problems, but you got to admire the dedication. It takes a lot to be able to 100% commit yourself to something.
Are you talking about like the ones who are willing to undergo like horrible things in exchange for not denouncing Christ?
Yeah, the people who would baseball the atheist baby for the $1 million.
I think you may have gotten. I
don't
think that's exactly how it went.
No, we're not. We move on. The past is the past. The present is a present. That's why it's a gift. We can't look back on past mistakes, Mako. It's long ago, like footprints in the sand, like tears in the rain. We are forgetting all of our past undos. The future is all that holds us.
I agree.
I agree.
Goodbye. Just remember one thing.
Don't good boy him. He'll come.
A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I think you already did that when he fucked his wife.
There's no proof he's had sex with his wife. I know that. I won't fail. I swear.
Have you seen him? Do you think the wife ain't tapping that?
I mean,
he is packing schmeat, and you know it.
okay then. Talk. We're all listening.
Unicorn says he has no child. You do know people can fuck without having a child, right? Like, they could just smash. There are options. Like, you know, birth control pills. Or, like, other orifices. I'd say condoms, but, you know. Anyways.
Well, let's all have a listen to this confession.
Mask, pentacle, demask, identity.
The truth is, I've been masked star to mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually masked star to mask, can you?
That's not an argument!
I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all.
You do have an alibi, actually!
I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime.
Don't say that!
Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all.
I don't like the direction this trial is taken.
I don't like this trial, Judge. I want to go home. But yeah, Check is correct. That's a logical fallacy called, what the fuck's it called? Fucking,
Does that have something to do with a double?
I used to know what the fuck this was called.
Devil's proof?
No, not burden of proof. Burden of proof is like the legal concept.
I could have sworn it had double in it. Flying spaghetti monster.
The appeal to ignorance. Argumentum ad ignorantium. Basically, the idea is that the argument that because you can't prove something's not the case means that it is the case, which is not accurate.
I think that. Hang on, you may also write Devil's Proof. Is that what it's? Oh, that's from Umineko. That's why I thought it was called Devil's Proof.
But yeah, Jaden was correct. Argument of ignorance. But of course, you can't just assume just because there is no evidence of something that it is not true, because there is a counter fallacy, which is the absence of evidence fallacy, which, the saying goes, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Well, even if you can't prove that something didn't happen, you can't prove that it isn't a thing. Like, just because you haven't found, like, a proof that a guy is killing people doesn't mean they're necessarily not the killer. It just means you can't prove that they're the killer or not. It doesn't work as like a dichotomy. It's just an unknown. This is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyways.
Huh. You're doing great.
Thank you. Oh, him.
Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me.
Stop complimenting the twink, he'll come!
Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise, too. Make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true mask-starred mask. Okay. That seemed like an admission of some kind of motive. I don't know about you. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
You're doing your best to prove you should go to jail? What is wrong with you? How can somebody be this much of a bottom?
Well, completely ignoring that, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Mask, pentacle, to
Judge is
mask's
throwing.
identity. Judge is throwing.
The truth is, I've been masked to mask all along.
Shut up! We've already read that part.
Oh, we did? Oh.
You might think you're the real mask, pentacle to mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional.
I haven't told Desi yet. About my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons.
With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose.
What I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked. Again. Yeah, press harder. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife?
Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests. It's criminals.
If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with?
Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-holic.
You do have a complicated family situation after all.
Alright, that's enough. Please continue with the testimony. I beg of you. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Mantis is not even close to maintenance.
Mantis. You know that you're the real mask pentacle to mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy.
Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway?
Because you're the one trying to prove it! Because you're the one making the outrageous claim! For a change.
I love how often you say something when Phoenix says the same thing.
Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. DeLite couldn't have committed the crime? Look at him. He's a twink. Twinks can't commit crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I have a law degree? It's a kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be a mask pentacle to mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? Maybe I need a shift strategy. I try to show that Mr. DeLite couldn't have stolen the urn.
Anyway, Man, this is 10 extra letters in it, okay? Yeah! I know! What is your point?
I feel like we should just start cleaving letters out of words until we get the bare minimum required to understand what's being said. Maintenance, M-N-T-N-C. Maintenance. We can shorten the word, Mako down to MKO. Creed is KRD. Phoenix Wright, FNX RT. You got no alibi?
I have been a judge for a long time. And this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you that I was hardly Taylor that night. No. That's too vague even for me. More precise. It's kind of based on that.
Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron DeLite when the crime happened anyway? We can prove he had an alibi after all. This case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but...
Huh. You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee.
Man, I'm probably gonna have soup after this stream, and I'm gonna be so happy.
Yeah, we should watch a Grand Tour or something.
That guy says the twink joke made me cough and then throw up. We've all been there, buddy. Well, I think maybe you can. Rip and twink.
Mr. Wright, you have evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi?
Nope.
Nope.
Of course
Graham's
not.
desk.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck you, Judge. Piss off.
Say, what am I apologizing for? You, witness, hurry up with your testimony already.
I'm sorry.
I fucking love this thing.
Me too. How is it that I'm always the one that has to apologize to everyone?
People do need to work on that. I feel like a lot of, cute, fragile people apologize too much. You could be cute and soft and not also an Omega. Not to bring up Sigmas and whatnot, but don't be an Omega.
Or you could do what I do and be cute and soft, but also, like, a massive bitch to everyone.
Yeah, Mako's doing it right. Mako is an adorable catboy thing, and also bitter to everyone. Mako doesn't take anyone's shit.
It's called confidence.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people lack confidence. I think I do a pretty good job of having, like, I'm not, like, apologetic levels of lacking confidence. Like, I have social anxiety, obviously, but, like, I think I do a pretty decent job of being, like, cute and also, like, having self-respect.
See, there's like a certain amount of infantilization that you're allowed to get away with before it's like, okay, buddy, grow the fuck up. It's like, cause you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of a way to explain it.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, I mean,
if you're a little pathetic, that can be cute, but if you're, like, pathetic in ways where it's like, okay, you're just being annoying now, yeah.
Yeah, you could be a little pathetic, but you can't be helpless. You know, like, you can't be...
Okay, you can't be pathetic in a way that inconveniences or annoys other people.
You can't be like a goddamn Merimo. Anyways, let's see. Why does Lunacon... Why did you say Mpreg mention? Who brought up Mpreg?
I think Lunacon's the one that mentioned it. Like, in that message.
Okay. Mako, I see a message there. Is that the person? Because they just came in and said...
99% sure.
Somebody came in and started talking about evangelicalism, and that's completely unrelated.
Should I take the shot?
Yeah, feel free. But I didn't bring up Mpreg. I said an Omega. That's completely different. Just because the people do Mpreg stuff in the Omegaverse sometimes does not necessarily mean that it is inherently Mpreg. Okay, the Omegaverse is basically the sort of fetish version of the Alpha, Beta, Omega thing.
What?
Okay, so you know about the Alpha, Beta, Omega fucking, like, viewpoint thing? Whatever.
So is this like a BDSM style thing, but not BDSM?
I guess. So it's like the alphas are sort of like the tops, they fuck and whatnot, and then there's the omegas who are basically just the fuck sluts.
So it's like race play, but with made up bullshit.
Yes, it's race play, but with made up bullshit, and apparently makes humans go into heat. So I don't know. Look, I only know about this because I was seeing it online and I was like, I need to understand what the fuck's going on here, and now I know too much information about it.
Both me and Luna just assumed you were referencing Emperor because you called him an Omega. You are, your brain needs to be cleaned with a sponge.
Yeah, that says more about you than it does about me.
The like rough side of the sponge too.
You know what I gotta say? Like for the Omegaverse thing, you gotta feel bad for the betas and the inverse because nobody's gonna self-identify as that. Because either you want to be the person who has to fuck because that's their thing, or the person who goes into moments where they need to be fucked. But nobody wants to be the boring middle person. Why do you have an entire setup of multiple people and then have an entire section of them being these people are just kind of mid? I'm putting you people on blast. Creed is anti-verse. What does that even mean? Betas are for the cuck share people. I don't think that's what that means either.
Again, check. Brain sponge. That information should not be inside your head.
It's inside my head, but a lot of information are inside my head that it shouldn't be.
If you keep talking about this shit, I'm gonna go on another rant about how fucking weird and creepy people who are into breeding are.
I can't believe that Geno Mario RPG is a beta. Listen, Kree just proved they know more about it. I didn't know betas were a thing. It's in the title! But like...
Common Mako L, I just want people to admit that it's weird and creepy! I'm into weird and creepy shit. I don't know why other people who are into breeding are like, oh yeah, this is normal. I'm a normal person. Like, sexualizing about getting someone pregnant. Like, what the, like, oh yeah, man, baby. I want a baby. Oh yeah,
that's not what they're... We're not getting into that again! We all agree that you are wrong and don't understand why you're wrong!
Kink shaming, here's the thing, I'm not even shaming the kink, I'm just saying it's weird and creepy, and if you're into that, okay, but at least admit it.
Anybody, Mako says, anybody who has sex for the sake of having a child is a pedophile.
No, anybody who has sex and are like, oh yeah, man, and is being turned on by the thought of putting a child in someone.
Mako is kink shaming. Yes, Mako is kink shaming.
Okay, maybe a little bit. Creepy is a bit much. I would honestly... Am I ready to call it misogyny?
No, because there are people who are into that on that side as well!
Oh shit, it's freezing. You froze. I can't understand you.
Yeah, hello? Hello, am I audible over 500,000 books? It's sorting itself out.
Hello?
Hello. But it's not misogynistic. Hello?
Okay, are we back?
I've been here the entire time.
Oh, could you save the game right now just in case that shit happens again and, like, kills it?
Of course.
It's not weird to want kids, no, but it is weird to be sexually turned on by the idea of making one. That's all I'm trying to fucking say. I don't know. Okay, we can moving on. I believe I already read this line.
I know. I needed to take a second to recover from everything that was just talked about. Dancingly descended? From where exactly?
Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else?
You can't just say the exact same thing that Atme said! So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone save me! Again! I guess he thinks descended sounds more heroic or thief-like or something.
Anyway, I was there at the crime scene, just like I said.
This is the photo that was taken by the security camera of the crime scene.
No doubt about it. That's Mask Star the Mask.
Yes, but don't forget there's something important missing. The real Mask Pentacled Mask has a big brooch on his chest. A big bro-oach. You didn't notice it when your brooch was torn off?
Huh? Well, I'm always a little nervous when I'm working.
Bit of cloth left on the backside of the brooch. I don't think it could have been torn off that easily. Yes, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Right now we're trying to prove that Mr. DeLite isn't the thief, right? Yeah, I guess so. Let me hear that testimony one more time. Why does Mr. DeLite want to be masked, sparkled, and masked so badly anyway? It's kind of disturbing. Doesn't seem like your typical attention whore to me. I was not expecting to see the word horror in this game. Like, it literally tripped me up like, what?
Hiya. That's very crass.
Like, attention hog I would have expected from this, but attention whore? Unlike, say, you, Nick, you're not a whore. I am nothing of the sort. Thank you very much. Not a whore. Gotta admit, the way Ron is acting is kind of scary.
Kind of whorish.
Time to poke some holes in the testimony of this. Time to poke some holes in that. You do, in fact, have an alibi.
He does? Was his wife with him or something? Has she said anything about what he did last night? Or the whatever night.
1 second, I'm making myself a photograph outside the front of a barber shop, faded by the sun.
Okay.
Pearl is here somewhere, you're like 12. You can't say that, white baby! White baby, what the fuck does that mean, Jay?
Considering
yes.
that attention whore is like a phrase uttered by, like, mostly used by misogynists on the internet. I think white people have mostly used that word, actually.
Fair
White
enough.
babies, especially.
Ron's wallet, found in the KB security building around 1 AM the time of the crime. Mr. DeLite, is your wallet belonging to you, correct?
Yes, it does. I had it lost somewhere. Oh yeah, I remember this now.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
No, evidence. I pronounce it correctly. Mr. DeLite, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet?
Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Dusty and I went out for dinner.
This wallet was found at approximately 1 AM at KB Security Headquarters.
Convenient.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. This proves that Mr. DeLite was, in fact, at KB Security that night.
No!
So, if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi.
No!
Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway.
Well, Mr. Godot, you have anything to say?
Okay, various possible issues with this. He could have gone to the office before 1 AM at some point and lost his wallet, and then the wallet was found by Larry at 1 AM. Just because it was found at 1 AM does not mean it was there at it was dropped at 1 AM. Also, somebody else could have dropped his wallet, I guess. I mean, okay, here's a consideration. That blackmail note, the one that said you gotta go to KB security and give money. You gotta give like $50,000. Desi doesn't have money. She uses all of Ron's money. So if she was paying off the blackmail, she would probably take his wallet to do so.
What blackmail?
Remember the green blackmail letter? Like, if you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead.
Where the fuck did we find this again? Oh, right, it was in his apartment, wasn't it?
Yeah. Also, the red diamond is like the ring on Atmi's finger, but I don't know.
Yeah.
This does add some more questions.
Well, was that actually a diamond? I think it was round.
I mean, it was round, but like it was clearly a gem. Music cuts out.
And stop drinking that coffee!
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you.
Tell him why he's wrong.
You're not the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will.
Let's just say it's a good thing there's this podium here. He's really got Mr. DeLite all worked up. Yeah. A kid his first day of school.
Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I ever drop my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist.
Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. DeLite, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard to KB Security, CEO's office.
No! Huh. That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing.
What?
Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Right, looks like you need some more.
Ugh, this stupid kid.
Now, let's see your evidence.
Right.
Green.
Right. You are 26. He is 23. He's not a kid. You are 3 years apart. You could have been going to high school at the same time.
He's a 23-year-old boy.
The evidence that shows why Mr. DeLite went to KB Security at 1 a.m. that night.
Blackmail letter. Mr. DeLite, I believe you've seen this before, correct?
That's...
What is it?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail.
Yes, it basically says, bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like blackmail, alright.
At the time of the theft, Mr. DeLite was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. We should probably look into who was blackmailing them.
No.
Wow, you got the glizzy gulper right there.
Order.
Honestly, a mocha frap would kill her right now. Check says, but your stands at the podium would have mattered. Fair enough.
So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense.
I'm still trying to...
Objection.
I'm still trying to get the... You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me...
I would also kill for a chili dog. I'm just very hungry right now. Godot is making Ron do his job. Fair enough. I don't think this guy knows what his job is.
Well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all?
No. Huh? Well, no, I guess not.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that.
Look, we're not saying the CEO did it. We just... James says, order Creed Dominoes. If somebody buy me Dominoes again, it'd be funny. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. You're a bitch. No cheese left beef.
I was offered Pizza Hut today, and I haven't had Pizza Hut in a while. I fucking love their breadsticks, and I couldn't eat it because I was on Ritalin. I'm going through weed withdrawal. I like could not eat anything.
Just
sucks.
Get it on a plate, place it in front of you, and just keep looking at it until your body insists that you take a bite.
Then it will get cold.
Put a heat lamp over it.
Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim the defendant entered the CEO's office. But you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite?
There's someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. So I would presume that it was probably gonna be Larry Butts.
Who is this useless-looking young man?
Who is this absolute piece of shit? Looks like a criminal.
Looks like a man who does not discern between women aged 28 or 8.
Not exactly.
Look, age is just a number and he's going for the golf score. So...
But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
We all agree, Judge.
Why does this look like the face of a man who would consider dating an 8-year-old?
Mako, do you remember Danganronpa? And remember Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, and how...
Gee, I wonder who this fucker is.
They just kill them. But like the fucking guy, well, I can't even remember his fucking name, but the guy with like the arm in the sling, who's on like the resistance side. Like the fact they just like he was like the dude. He goes with you for a bit. Is like a bit insane.
I remember almost nothing about that game.
Yeah, but the fact is that he just fucking cold drops that he's a pedophile, like in an elevator.
That sounds a little familiar, but I can't.
It's like the most out of left field thing, because the two characters are obviously high schoolers. Well, it's presumed that one of them is 18 because the rest of the ones of that class are 18, but the other one is younger and therefore would not be 18 yet. And they're in an elevator, and like they make some conversation that ends up resulting in them thinking that the guy would be attracted to them in some way. To which he clarifies, no, he's not. He tends to go for girls who are younger. Much younger. He just says that. He just out of pocket just says that. Like,
Jesus Christ.
It still reminds me that, like, at least one person has done a poll of characters of being like, who is, like, the worst character in Danganronpa? And the fucking villain antagonist of that game, who causes a lot of fucked up shit to happen, is second worst to the fucking pedo. He is considered the worst because he just does that.
I forgot that there was a character worse than Mondo, yeah.
Like everybody else, like, basically every single killer in the series, you can at least have some, like, logical understanding of why they did it. There was some reason, personal or not. This guy was under no pressure and just openly admits to pedophilia. He just does it. It's just, I'm so fucking worst character. Anyways, that reminds me of Larry Butts. Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. I blocked out that memory on purpose.
Don't be mean to my man Mondo.
Look, I can never forgive Mondo for killing who they did. But I do understand why it happened. I do not think they have the worst motive out of the group. That obviously
we're not getting into this.
I know.
All I can say is, Tiger, I don't actually hate you, but I hate you.
Like,
I don't actually hate you.
I don't want to get into it, but the killer from Chapter 3 is, like, infinitely more of a petty, like, motive than Chapter 2. Chapter 2 was, like, crime of passion level of fucking out.
There's so much I don't remember from that series.
Don't worry, I've decided when you start V3, the very first thing that occurs is me giving you a pop quiz on the previous games to see if you remember shit.
Fair.
Anyway, this man was working as a guard at the KB security that night.
Oh?
The question at hand is this keycard. Eight-year-old.
Have you ever, I believe they once, like, hooked something up to someone's, like, people's brains, where they were able to, like, interpret... Basically, people were thinking language inside of their head, and they were, like, translating the neural signals into actual audio, like, transcribe their thoughts into audio, and it basically sounded like, whenever we do the flashbacks. It's like that's just what it, like, the actual physical, that's what it actually sounds like in their brains whenever they remember those things.
Yeah. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We shall discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. Where are you getting those from? Why did you do that?
We calmly sipped just to spit it out.
Ron's hips, though.
Well, Mr. Godot.
The name of the CEO, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard.
I wonder if that's what KB stands for. Also, I have a friend named Kane.
I was unable to contact him directly, but...
Also, there's that character, Kane from, Ina Dream Barbecue. The cat with the coins.
I wish I remembered things. Now that I'm not doing weed anymore, maybe I'll remember more things.
Yeah, hopefully. It'll be useful, because we're playing a mystery game.
Honestly, I was, like, a little disappointed, not in Anna Dream Barbecue, but in my experience of it, because I was so, like... I wanted to be high playing it, but I didn't remember, like, anything from that shit. Like, there's almost no memories of that game in my head, which is a shame. I mean, once the next chapters come out, maybe I'll just replay it or something, I don't know.
That's fair enough. There's a lot going on in it. Though, I
also missed a lot of stuff, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was 2 routes through the game, and you took one of them, so... Next time you play...
know there were 2 routes.
Yeah, I learned that there are 2 routes. Either you go to the party or you don't. Yeah, I just remember, like, some of the characters, like, Girl, Tasky Maiden. There was, Kane,
All I remember is the redhead girl that shows up a few times, and the And the weirdo who like gives you your mission.
Oh yeah, the frog guy. And the yellow and red girl that is the one I'm assuming you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tasky Maiden. She's the best. Love that thing. Her name literally just means girl.
Oh.
There's coral glasses. There's Dracula.
I seriously don't remember any of this.
There's that one person who works at, like, the reception desk who talks in a really weird way, and there's televisions behind them.
Like, literally, I don't remember anything. This is, like, kind of upsetting.
There's, like...
Also, yeah, I will give you that. Like, I don't know. The thing is, a lot of pedophiles, they just, like, don't distinguish, and I feel like Larry just doesn't distinguish much, so I don't know.
I just think he's unobservant. Also, you have not played Dream Barbecue yet. We're not spoiling things, just naming characters. There's a Mech King Head Blindfold guy.
The fuck? I don't remember any of this shit, man. I gotta play it again.
There's Hangman. The Hangman one was cool.
Nope, don't remember that.
Come on, I could remember one more character. There's the person with all the eyes.
Nope.
There's the cab driver.
Nope, I don't remember a cab.
There was the, like, extremely, like artist interpretation of what a mouse might look like, but elongated and holding trash.
Nope. The thing I most remember about that game is the environment, honestly.
It was a cool environment. There was fucking, the Philips CDI wizard.
That sounds a little familiar now.
Who just keeps killing himself and replacing himself with a new him.
Okay, that's like there's a part of my, like, I have a scrap of a memory of that, but not the whole memory.
Yeah. Oh,
it's like there's like leftover pointers in my brain that like knows that it experienced that, but it didn't save any of the information properly.
Okay, that I think that's as many characters as I can recall off the top of my head right now. Anyways,
I didn't know there were that many.
Oh, there are more. I just thought of some more, but I'm not going to name them. Did you read this?
Yeah. I got the keycard data. Yeah.
So, what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime.
Keycard updated and things in the record. Found at Ron's wallet, used on October 12th, the night of the crime at 1 a.m.
But that means it can't be Mr. DeLite dressed as Mask Star the Mask in this photo.
No, it can still mean that.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
No, I'm right. That's Judge.
2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe.
So then...
Ron DeLite was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Mask Star the Mask.
Good job! You did it, Nick! I feel like we are not done here.
That's enough! I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man.
You already said this.
Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Turns out he's just an idiot. What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor! I want him to be innocent!
Very well.
And then Desiree says, hold it, because she's the one who was doing the blackmail thing.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron DeLite.
Not
What?
guilty. Oh, did we do
Wait,
it?
really?
Did we win? No, we
We
didn't, because
did?
the paint stain still exists.
What still exists?
The paint stain. We never clarified what the paint stain was.
Yeah.
Court is now adjourned.
I mean, that's the verdict, though.
October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4.
What if we haven't even begun the case yet?
Yeah, it turns out that was just the prelude. Come on, they can't have a case without a body, right? Nick,
Well,
you did it.
or maybe.
You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Miss DeLite. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Miss DeLite. And monetarily. I just know I'm blushing. Also, yes, do pay me. I am a lawyer. Pay me money. Is her neck a little to the right?
She's got a long neck.
She has a long neck, and it's like a little to the right, in my opinion.
Looks centered to me.
Congratulations, Mr. Lawyer! Oh, Pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this! Who is this woman? I'll fucking kill her! Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Pesky Maya! You should be ashamed of yourself! Youch! She slapped me. Pearly? This woman is Miss Desiree DeLite. She's our client's wife. Mr. Lawyer! Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client! No, you've got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you. You better not catch me in a dark alley, you piece of shit. Oh, a double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? You got the sacred urn back, and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss DeLite, that brought us the urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
As she can reach, she's slapping his knees.
Okay, but we do need to, like, bring up two important points. And I feel like an important one is... why did she know to go get the urn from that place? How would she know that it was there in the first place? Or
I
think
didn't even think about
like,
that. Yeah, she's very suspicious.
Her husband was on trial for grand larceny, but apparently she had decided to go to the office to go and investigate there. Why did she have the assumption that Atme was in on it in some way? Why didn't she investigate, like, the actual crime scene? But she decided to go to Atme's place and steal the urn from there. She is highly suspicious. I think she might be the actual Damask still. We won the case. Then why does this guy still look so glum?
I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now?
Dude, if you are the thief, you fucking got away with it! You won! What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie.
I know that, and I appreciate it, Dusty. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo?
You're Spanish? We should have gotten Ringtail just to voice Godot.
I don't know if he can... I've never heard Ringtail do, like, a deep voice. I don't know if he can do it.
Mr. Godot! What are you doing here?
Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trait.
Maybe you should learn my name before you call me Buddy. To be fair, we've never corrected him. Nobody has corrected him.
Well, playtime is over. Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered.
Oh no! We just proved that Ron was inside of the CEO's office where the body was!
I see.
Yes! Guy, you might not be a thief, but you are on trial for murder!
Wait, was he trying to go to jail as a thief so he could avoid going to jail as a murderer?
There is logic to that. If he was convicted as a thief, it would be an alibi to prove he wasn't there for the murder. And I was absolutely correct. As Jeff said, well, there's your body. Yeah, there's always a murder. There's gotta be.
Yeah, once we got that not guilty verdicts, that soon, I was like, okay, someone's gonna still die. There's still time for someone to die.
But yeah, that's again, this doubles down into me thinking that it was Desiree going there in place of Ronnie, and that makes Desiree the murderer.
I just don't want Ron to actually be it. I want him to just be a sweet summer child.
And it would explain why she would be able to go into the place and get the urn from Atme. Like, she would understand what is going on there, and that he's the one who took it. But I think that she also would realize that if Ron was proven guilty of the crime here of being Damask in some way, that would mean that the only person who could have taken the wallet and gone to the CEO's office was her. So the only way that she can prove her innocence in some way was to make sure that Ron was innocent here, so that he could be a viable suspect for the murder.
This game this series really likes duplicitous women.
Yes.
Who, take advantage of their partners. Has the creator of this game, this series, been spurned by are they a MGTOW at this point? What's going on?
Also, another thing to add into this is, of course, they were being blackmailed for $50,000, so by a CEO of all people. So based. Whoever did this crime, if it was because of that, we didn't let that one slide, right? Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Godot was playing 4D chess while we were eating the pieces. Look, I would never support murder. I just think that there are murders that make a lot more sense than others. I hope that Luigi is proven innocent, because it was the evidence seems very clear that he was being set up and framed for that. I hope the claims adjuster is doing all right, though. Wait, the body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th.
Oh no. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean...
That's right, amigo. And at the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered.
So then, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today?
Help me out? What?
On October 12th, at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron DeLite was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage.
I'm not sure he is capable of feeling rage. What are you saying? Imbrued with rage? I've never seen the word imbrued spelled out before, to be honest.
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLite was once an employee of KB Security.
Actually, I have a coffee thing right over here. I could have a cup of coffee, perhaps. It's only a year old.
7 p.m. at night.
Where's this from? I got this like as a Christmas gift one year. I got my my dad and such a sort of advent calendar coffee thing of like a bunch of different coffees. Like they're like single use things, but you like get one for each month from all over the place. And they had like one of the little things with like a bonus gift of like a sample pack thing of like a smaller one that only has 5 in it. And so I was like, I give them the gift and I get to keep this because it's, you know, like a free little bonus. And I drank 4 of them, but I did not drink the 5th one. And I've just kind of been just sitting there for ages. It's like an airtight sealed bag. Let's see. On the mild to the strong scale, it is a 5 out of 5. It is Brazilian coffee, hand roasted in Denmark. Fun. 100% Arabica. Nifty. I'll drink that at some point.
He was a professional security guard.
An employee of KB Security? We did know that he was a security guard. One character mentioned it, and we never decided to put that together.
It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
An Ibila. No way.
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No! That's a lie! It can't be true.
Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you.
Ron DeLite, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder.
What? This is impossible!
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet.
Endless Fates is Ringtail Hispanic. I feel like you could figure that out on your own.
Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
You look pretty jazzy. Very lounged, I guess.
Mr. Lawyer, is there something personal between you two?
I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
Who are you?
At least let me have some fun while I'm here.
Are you like a ghost?
Is this like fucking... Is this Manfred von Karma possessing the body of some blind Mexican? What's going on?
This guy, who the heck is he? Yeah, it's not Manfred von Karma because that guy's way too cocky. I assume it's somebody we've not met before, but we would know from the past. He may be quiet, but he is the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Not the one who tased you or the one who assaulted you with whips. This guy barely participated in the trial today. Like,
I'm banning. I mean, if it wasn't obvious just by the words they say, the fact that there's a space before the question mark. I mean, come on.
Yeah, feel free. Like, this guy is the most dangerous enemy you've ever faced.
He can tell the aura is there. I don't know.
We can't prove that he's not a robot compiled of the memories of all of the prosecutors, and so he's like a program designed to be the best prosecutor, which is why Edgeworth's like, yeah, he's the second best prosecutor in town, probably the best one, but he's never actually participated in any trials before because he's a computer, and that's why Chev's making the computer person joke. I'm piecing it all together now.
That would be fucking bonkers. I don't know if they're gonna introduce that kind of technology to this series.
He's wearing a face visor!
Yeah, but like, I don't know. We don't know what that shit is.
Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. DeLite.
his coffee is actually oil, crude oil, because he runs on
does look
crude.
like
And that's why he knows Phoenix, because he is composited of all the past cases. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, right in front of our salad, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. I guess this is our fault. We might need to get involved. Ronnie! Okay, to give the counter-argument to the other thing, she does seem actually concerned, so, like...
Could be acting, I don't know.
You never know. Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck is gonna happen next? Boom, 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 boom. Anyways, that was good. That was a good one. Yes, I would like to save my progress up until now. Well, that was approximately 3 hours, so I think that will be all for today.
I always feel like I'm down to do a little bit more, but not an entire day more. Whenever we get to the end of these streams, it's like, I feel like 4 hours would be nice, but it's either going to be 3 or 6. So.
Yeah. You know how it be.
Here.
We will end here. It's nice, clean 3 hours, and we got to a nice point.
Money.
Also, Creed, did you get the 1543 I sent the other? Yes, I did. I did see that. I realized it while I was not streaming, and so I do appreciate that. However, thank you.
Oh, apparently you're getting a pizza.
Wait, where is it? Before stream is over, there's what?
I kind of figured that was gonna happen, to be honest.
Oh, you guys are fucking delightful. I'm really glad you guys are here. I really need to work on my commissions. Today, I guess today's pretty much over, but tomorrow, I spent most of today cleaning. Because tomorrow's the 10th, and that's when that's when things go overdue. And if they decide to turn off my power, I can't draw, which means I can't make money. But yeah.
Well, you have 1 pizza's worth of food money that you don't have to spend now.
Yes. I mean, I wasn't going to spend the money on pizza anyway. But, okay. I'm highly appreciative. You guys are the fucking bomb. And while you guys are but a small collection of idiots, you are my favorite collection of idiots. It is always a delight to see you on every stream. I look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday, and probably a Mako stream tomorrow. But, yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Good night.